Can you tell me what is the easiest way to transform a man into a criminal? Well, put him into a sexless friendship with a girl, and eventually he will come out as a criminal who will either commit a crime on himself or on the girl. In all the cases you hear where a man hurts women physically, one may blame men for all such crimes, and they must be blamed. Nobody should be allowed to cause any physical harm to anyone in any situation. But at the same time, one must also understand that it is not possible for everyone to suppress their natural instinctive feelings. And whether you agree with me or not, many of the women in such cases are themselves responsible for the harm caused to them. If you don't outsmart somebody for free favors, money, or gifts, nobody will come after you to cause any sort of harm to you. Today, many women think they are very smart. Whenever some men offer them friendship, instead of directly saying no, they keep him on hold. They believe that they will offer men a false promise of sex, use the men, and then move on with their lives. They don't understand the consequences of this over smartness. Men go crazy in anger, especially when someone makes them feel they have been fooled and misused. Most of the cases of men causing physical harm to some women are the outcome of such cleverness on the part of women. If you don't believe me, you can experiment yourself. Go approach some women. Instead of saying no outright, she will simply keep you waiting on her phone. She knows you are a man and you will be of some use someday. And the day she will need you for a favor, her whole tone will change on the phone. She'll speak more seductively and act more sweetly to finish the favor from you. She already knows she has no intention of having sex with you, yet she tries to outsmart you to wheedle favors from you. Furthermore, once you do the favor, instead of being grateful to you, she'll praise herself for her smarts. Instead of saying thank you to you, she'll sit with four of her friends and boast about how smartly she has made you dance and gotten a favor from you for free. But unfortunately, so many of them don't know about the instinctive nature of men. They don't understand how dangerous a furious man can be. They don't know what will happen to them if one of the men turns back to them for their cunningness. Ladies, if you are really so innocent that you don't know about men and their instinctive nature, then let me tell you that every man is constantly thinking about sex. And when you begin showing affection to him and attempt to be his friend, he begins to anticipate sex from you. And then, when you suddenly tell him that sex is not on the list, you break his hopes. I believe even you know that every man on the planet wants, desires, and loves sex. Then tell me why you are being so kind and friendly to him if you have no interest in having sexual relations with him. When you don't dare have sex with someone, why not just avoid him? Isn't it ridiculous to expect a man to be your sexless friend? He's an adult, he's got a dick, he has testosterone in his system. He gets up every morning with a hard on. Every night he masturbates to some women, and you expect him to forget about the sex that is so deeply ingrained in him. Just because you can't have sex with him, you expect him to become impotent and lose his natural masculinity. You expect him to suppress his own gender so that you can enjoy his company without having to engage in sex. Seriously, are you this stupid? Or maybe you understand everything, but you still purposefully act innocent just to outsmart the guys and use them. Some of the blame falls on the men as well, who actually do it, who in the name of nobility suppresses their own masculine desires and going against their nature does nothing even when the girl is there with them. Then afterwards, when the woman moves on in her life and they are alone, they cry in loneliness. Cry, you have earned it. Nobody will come to console you and sympathize with you for your foolishness. You acted foolishly and now you are paying the price. In fact, Suffer hard and shed all your tears. Don't stop crying until you feel light, but then stand up, wipe away your tears, and promise yourself that you will not be this stupid again. Learn from your errors, take those lessons seriously, and memorize them. You will not make such stupid mistakes in the future. You are not going to listen to these blue pill people and instead do what's actually close to your masculine nature. You are a man and men fuck women. In fact, only tell or show them your intentions during the first interaction. It is up to them whether they agree or not. Either they'll stay or they'll leave. But if you make things clear in the first few interactions only, at least you'll not be duped, you'll not suffer any harm, you won't experience heartbreak or feel taken advantage of. You'll not feel depressed or hurt if you simply stay close to your nature. When you start going against your nature, you become depressed. And it is in your nature to make love to women. Next time any woman shows interest in you, you make love to her, or at least show your intentions to her. And if she doesn't agree, you distance yourself from her. You owe nothing to any of the girls. Either she agrees or you pull yourself away. But you do not change for anyone. You never suppress your natural desires for anyone. I believe all these incidents are occurring because of the ignorance and wrong idea of sex and love being presented to young boys through movies and TV. I believe that if men are educated in advance about the true nature of men and women, there will be no such cases. Men will be ready and alert for what may occur in their friendship with the women, and therefore they will be able to take better decisions and deal with the women in a better way, just because they already know how women are and what their unnatural involvement with some women may lead to. They will be able to save themselves from getting hurt and transforming into criminals. I think the time has come when the fake image of women and the twisted ideas of love and sex shown by the media must be destroyed. I think if all the boys are educated about women's true nature, all the vicious games women have been playing with innocent men in the name of love and friendship will stop. Through the right education, all the boys can be made to stop simping and will be able to deal better in such situations. Here, boys, just to make you aware, I am going to share 10 truths about women. Listen to them well and ingrain them deeply in your mind. Number one, women are not some innocent, pious deities from heaven. They are all humans like us with flaws and discrepancies. Number two, like all humans, women also run on their ambitions and aspirations. Their actions and decisions are not based on emotions but on very practical situations in their lives. Number three, women don't love men ideally, but only opportunistically. Her motivation for getting along with some men is not the men's emotions and dedication towards her, but her own benefits, the advantages she can receive by being in the company of a man. Number four, women can leave any man in a dime of a moment, and it doesn't hurt them at all to leave a man and move on in their lives. She is with you only to climb the ladder of her life, and as soon as her needs and aspirations change or she stops receiving any value from you, she can very easily break up with you and move on with her life. Number five, women are inherently masters of lying and manipulation. She can fake both tears and love as needed, and thus you must not believe in any of the words she's telling you. Notice her actions, not her words. Number six, there is no platonic relation between boy and girl, and if you are not having sex with the girl you are with, you are the one who will be in loss and it will hurt you a lot afterwards. Number seven, your service and sycophancy toward women don't assure sex in return. A woman doesn't have sex in return for your assistance. Any woman who is acting hard and asking to wait is not into you. Her motive is to use you. You better move yourself away from her. Number eight, women are not the center of your life, but just a part of it. Women are not the solution to all your problems. You have a life besides women. You have issues to face and tackle besides women. You can still be happy and fulfilled without women. You do not need to give up all your dreams, aspirations, ambitions, and life for just women. Number 9, you need to value yourself more than anybody else. There are 4.5 billion women on this earth. You do not need to ruin your whole life just for one woman. There are plenty of them on this planet. Instead of chasing after one who is acting hard, go to one who values you properly. And the 10th truth about women is sex is not a sin. Even women love sex and they enjoy it as much as we men do. You do not need to marry a woman to have sex with her. Any woman taking out time and coming to meet you is into you. Don't mind fucking her then. Don't waste any time anymore. Have sex with her, or if she resists, pull yourself away from her. You do not need to lose your peace of mind for anyone. You owe nothing to any woman. Simply cut all contact with any girl who is acting hard and get busy with your life. And you ladies, please remember, men are men. Men are neither women, gays, or eunuchs. And if you are afraid of something or are incapable of doing something, you accept it. Yes, what is the harm in admitting the truth and withdrawing from the situation? Why do you start outsmarting him? Why can't you stay and act well in such circumstances? What amusement do you derive from troubling and duping a man? Who taught you all this? Where did you learn all of this deception? I hope this video clarifies things for everyone. You ladies don't expect a man to suppress his masculinity and go against his nature. And gentlemen, you are not required to suppress your natural desires in order to project a phony, noble image to some women. Acting nice to a woman will not get you sex. You gain sex by having sex with her.